Hello students, welcome to the class again. Myself Mrs. Komal Makar. I am going to teach you science lesson number 7, solid, liquid and gases. Now students, if there is a question what is matter, then we can say anything that has weight and occupies space is called matter. And all matter is made up of tiny particles called molecules. Molecules are the small particles that made any matter. Matter can be grouped as solid, liquid and gases based on the certain properties they possesses. So these are the three states of matter. First is solid, second is liquid and third is gas. Students, daily you are watching many things, many solid things around you. What is the quality of solid thing? That they are having definite shape and size. As you have seen in your refrigerator, when water is frozen, it becomes ice. And the pieces of ice are very hard and they have a fixed or definite shape. And their shape is same. Things such as table, pen, pencil, bag and many other things of your room or in your house, they are having fixed shape because the molecules in solid are very closely packed. They gives them their definite shape. So by this you may know that solids are having definite shape and size and their molecules are very close. Students, what is the quality of liquid? That liquid have a fixed volume but don't have a fixed shape. Their volume may be fixed but their shape is not fixed. They are taking the shape of that container in which they poured. And the molecule in liquids have space between them. It is more than solid. This enables them to flow and take the shape of the container in which they are kept. Generally, you pour water into your water bottle. The water flows into your water bottle quickly and fills it. Water flows easily because it is a liquid. Other liquids like milk, oil, juice, they also flow easily and take the shape of the container in which they are poured. Students, to prove this, that liquids have a fixed volume but don't have a fixed shape, we will do this experiment. Take 4 containers of different shape and size. Pour exactly 1 glass of water into each of the container and observe. Now you can see in this picture that 4 containers of different shape and size, and we pour the same quantity of liquid in all the 4 containers. Then what do you observe? You will observe that liquids flows and can be poured. It is in the flowing form and can be poured. They take the shape of the container in which they are kept. If the shape of the container is different, then liquid's shape will be different. They have no shape of their own. Liquids don't have their own shape. They changes their shape according to the shape of the container. Students, what are gases? Gases are the matter which have no definite volume, shape and size. Because of that, they are free to move here and there. Their molecules are not packed at all, and that's why they can move anywhere, anytime. And their flow is faster than liquid because the molecule in gases have a lot of space between them. This enables them to flow more than liquids. We can understand it like this. If we heat the water, it changes into water vapor or steam. Steam is the gaseous form of water. When the sun heats the water in the water bodies, This water changes into water vapor and rises in the air, and this process is called evaporation. These water vapors mix with the air and they are free to move anywhere all over the space available to them. So we can say that gases have no definite volume, shape or size. The table given below gives the difference between the solid, liquid and gases. What are the specifications of solid? Number 1. Solids have fixed shape. They have fixed volume. Molecules have very little space between them. And the liquid specifications: liquids don't have fixed shape, have fixed volume, molecules have space more than solid between them, and gases don't have fixed shape, don't have fixed volume, molecules have maximum space between them. Similarities between solid, liquid and gases. Matter has weight. All matters, whether solid, liquid or gas, has weight. Now we will prove it that solid has weight with this experiment. If we put one piece of stone or any other solid material on one side of any weighing scale, then we will find out that some weight will come. We are also made up of matter because we are having definite shape. If we are standing on a weighing machine, that our weight will be shown in that machine. Now we will do an experiment to judge whether water has weight or not. First you take an empty glass and check its weight. You will see that its weight comes in grams only. Now you pour some water, fill it to the half and check its weights again. You will see that weight has been increased from some grams to changes into the kg. Now you fill it to the rim. You will see that weight has increased more. That means water has weight. Now we will judge that gas has weight or not. You might be wondering that how gas has weight. To prove this, take a light stick and on one end tie a filled balloon, and on the another side tie a normal balloon without air. You will see that the balloon which is filled with air having more weight than empty balloon. This experiment proves that air has weight. A common or traditional definition of matter is anything that has mass and volume occupies space. So in this sense we can say then matter occupies space. Either it is solid, liquid or gas. To prove this that matter occupies space, we will do this experiment. We will take a container and fill it with marbles till it is full. When it gets full, we cannot put more marbles into it. This is because marble occupies the space in the container. And this experiment shows that solids occupy space. And next experiment is for this, that liquid occupies space. We will take a glass and we will fill it with water till it is full. When it is full, we cannot put more water into it. This is because water has occupied the space in the glass. Now there is no space remaining. This shows that liquids occupies space. You can see this glass is full of water and we cannot pour more water in this glass because there is no space. Now to prove this, that Gases occupy space. We will do this experiment. Take a bucket full of water. Now try to press an inverted glass in the bucket. Gas is in the glass, so water will not be enter in the glass because air is already present in the glass and there is no space to allow the entry of water in the glass. So this experiment proves that gases occupies space. Students, in this picture we can see some things are solid, some things are liquid and some things are in gaseous form. Now we will read something about solids. Solids are used when we need something to keep it in its shape. Solids do not get pressed down by weight. You have seen these things. They cannot be pressed down by weight. They are remain in their own shape. They stay whether they are kept. They cannot move or go from here to there. As your table, bed, chair and many other solid things cannot move from one place to another place. Now next is liquids. Liquids are used where we need something to flow, or take the shape of the container. As you can see, drinks, milks, hot chocolates, juice, soup, rain, milk and many other things, water in the pool, they take the shape of their container. We need water to flow so that is can be poured into a container. We need water to flow so that it can be poured into a container. We need water to flow so that it can be poured into a container. Now third is gases. Gases are used when we need something that needs to be compressed. Air is filled inside tires because it compresses. Perfumes and sprays are used because they spread or being sprayed and their smell spreads. Now you can see in this picture, gas is in this hot air balloon, the wind, fog, wind from fan. Change of state. Students, I'll make you understand by this that take an ice and put it in the container. You will observe that after some time ice is changing into water. This process of changing from solid form to liquid form is called melting. And if we boil that water, then you observe that water which was liquid has transformed into water vapor or gas. This process is called evaporation. When this boiling water became cool, then this process is called condensation. When gas changes into liquid. You have seen that water drops form where there is steam because of the above process. And if you put a glass of water in a freezer, it will become ice, which is solid. This process is called freezing. Students, in the last slide we have discussed about the change of state. Then we will prove it with this experiment. Then if you put a cold water glass on a table and leave it for some time, you will observe that there are some drops of water on the surface of glass. Where have the water drops come from? This is happened due to the melting of ice. Now we will do exercises of lesson number 7. The first exercise is take the correct answer. Number 1. Water exists dash forms. Answer is 3. Water exists 3 forms. Number 2. When water is frozen, it becomes, answer is ice. Number 3. Steam is this form of water? Answer is gaseous. Steam is this form of water, gaseous. Number 4. The molecules are the most closely packed in solids. The molecules are the most closely packed in solids. Next exercise is fill in the blanks. Number 1. Pieces of ice are dash and have a definite shape. Answer is solids. Pieces of ice are solids and have a definite shape. Number 2. The dash have no definite volume, shape or size. Answer is gases. The gases have no definite volume, shape or size. Number 3. Matter has weight and it occupies dash. Answer is space. Matter has weight and it occupies space. Number 4. Water flows easily because it is a dash. Answer is liquid. Water flows easily because it is a liquid. Answer the following questions. Question number 1. What is matter? Answer. Anything that has weight and occupies space is called matter. Question number 2. Write any two differences, liquid, solid and gases. Answer. Solid have fixed shape, have fixed volume. Liquids do not have fixed shape but have fixed volume. Gases do not have fixed shape, do not have fixed volume. Question number 3. Define evaporation and condensation. Answer. Evaporation, the change of water into water vapor on heating is called evaporation. Condensation, the change of water vapor into water on cooling is called condensation. Question number 4. Differentiate between melting and freezing. Answer. Melting, the process of changing a solid into liquid is called melting. Freezing, the process of changing a liquid into solid is called freezing. Next exercise is put these objects in correct column. Some are oxygen, nitrogen, oil, cake, car, petrol, carbon dioxide, table and milk. Now we will divide it into solid, liquid and gases. Solids are cake, car, table. Liquids are oil, petrol, milk. Gases are oxygen, nitrogen and carbon dioxide. Next exercise is draw the arrangement of molecules in solid, liquid and gas. I have given these three pictures showing solid, liquid and gas molecules, but students, you can draw from your books also. Which pictures are given in your book, you can draw those pictures also. Fill in the boxes according to the change of state. Liquid water, after evaporation, means in the first column we will write evaporation. It changes into gas or steam. Second column is of condensation. After condensation, it becomes in liquid water. Third box is for freezing, and after freezing, it becomes solid just like ice. And after melting of ice, it changes into liquid or water. So you have to write evaporation, condensation, freezing and melting in these four boxes. Now we will solve some hot question of the chapter. Question number 1. Why does the smell of a incense stick spread in the room? Answer is because the smell of a incense stick is a gas and molecules of gas got diffused easily. Question number 2. Why does your mother put a cup of melted ice cream in the freezer? Answer is to freeze the ice cream again. Last exercise is solve the crossword puzzle with the help of clues provided. Puzzle is given in your book. We will solve the puzzle only. Number 1. The process of changing a solid into a liquid is called melting. Answer is melting. Number 2. A state of matter that has no fixed shape or volume. Answer is gas. Third, the state of matter that have fixed volume and shape. Answer is solid. And across is given in the book are number 4, the change of water to water vapor on heating called evaporation. Number 5, anything that occupies space and has weight is matter. Number 6, all matter is made up of these molecules. So students, I hope you understood the lesson properly. Now you read the lesson again and revise the exercises of lesson number 7. Have a nice day.